Yeah. Girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Second global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1738 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, fam? Say it again and 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 again. Everson K2 flexing on all you beaches. Oh, I need some water. How are we doing, fam? Oh, just kind of marinating in that a little bit. What is the good word? All right, so smash the like button if you're just getting into the cast. Make sure you hit that like button and drop a comment down below. What did you smash today? And we are going to get into some questions. Of course, today is Sunday. Today is the Sunday Funday Q&Anus, and we're going to go over a lot of questions. And if you have questions live, we will take as many as we can get our hands on. Got a bunch over from Instagram as well we're going to get into that I will start jumping into in just 1 second. So the first announcement is we have our Fuck Your Resolution specials are ending this week in just 2 days. Actually, it's like one more day. So Tuesday it ends. Make sure you learn more, swolenormousx.com. Head on over there and get started with the Swole fam. We have a lot of stuff coming up this week. We do, I'm going to get into in just a moment what we're doing tomorrow because we got our accountability meeting. So if you want to get access to all those episodes, priority access episodes, at least one episode every single week, because every single Monday, the Daily Swole is private for members only. So that is over at swolenormousx.com. We're going to stream live inside Swole TV. Going to also be in the private Facebook group so you can watch it at your convenience wherever you want to, whether you want to watch the stream live inside Swole TV or in the Facebook group. So we'll talk about that in just a second. Over here, you can see we got 4 shows. Make sure you're subscribing. If you're not yet subscribed on Apple Podcast and Spotify, you can go and do so. You can check out the Daily Swole, of course, and also the Swolenormous Audio Experience, Red, White, and Swole, and the Swolenormous Procast. And there will be more content on those platforms coming up this week. So I hope you are ready for that. And of course, this episode is streamed daily on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube. So hit that notification bell to be notified. And we are just gonna move on in. We're gonna bust the beesh out of the nut in just a second because we got to get that Swole card out there. Tomorrow, fam. Tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our accountability meeting. Tomorrow, accountability meeting. Make sure that you are ready for it tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. This is an old picture, June 29th. June 29th. Okay, well, maybe not that one. Let me see. Do I have something here? Yeah, that was the wrong one. Hold on a second. Wrong one. Wrong one. It's all right. It's all right. Well, tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time, you'll know where it is. So here we go. Not June 29th. Not June 29th. So tomorrow is February 8th. So forget the June 29th. This is an old picture. That's an old version. All right. So here are the shows. Tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. Let's just jump into the rest of the show. Let's just get on into it. Let's see here. Move. Just close that out. 1 second. There we go. Computer's acting up a little bit. Time traveling. Yeah, that was an old one. That wasn't the right one. All right. Okay. June 29th. June 29th. I wonder if that was for 2020. All right, so let's get this beach out of the nut. Drop a comment down below. What'd you smash today? Let's bust this beach wide open. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's get her out. I hear you. I know. You want out. I get you. Shh, put some respect on it. All right, Super Swole. Hashtag Super Swole. We got some Leo. You are a raging alcoholic. Calm the fuck down. Enough. All right, hashtag Super Swole. I know the Super Bowl, I could not give less of a fuck about what's going on. So most of you that are watching here live don't really give too much of a fuck either. So a little play on words there. Super Swole episode 1738. Super Swole. Super Swole. Can we get an intervention for Leo? We need one. We absolutely need one. Leo needs some fucking help. Needs some absolute fucking help.
Yow.
Like desperately.
Yow.
Desperately. Help Leo. Help me. Hashtag Super Swole. Super Swole. All right. Let's move into today's episode. Just kind of chilling around a little bit. Chilling around. We're having a nice relaxing episode. So kind of gearing up for today's Mancast because it is Ask Papa Swolio Live. So let us take some questions. All right, here we go. What do we got? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
So you got a question, drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Ask Papa Swolio. I know. I feel like I shouldn't say most people. I feel like a lot of people forgot. I think a lot of people don't care, especially because of this past year. There we go. I think a lot of people just don't give a shit because all the short seasons and all the politics and all the nonsense. It's like, don't pretend like you still deserve my money. Don't pretend like you still deserve my money. I think this is a game-changing year for people with social media because you see all these shows that started going remote that are super cringe, all the big productions. Everyone's a content creator now. Everyone is doing online calls. Everyone's doing filming. Everyone's got a webcam now and has cameras and is doing stuff online. Everyone did it for a year. So now you kind of see behind the curtain. You're like, oh, that's all it is? That's all it is? I'm tired of all the social justice bullshit. So people don't want to watch and get that shit shoved down their throats just so the big companies can make a few more bucks. And the commercials, who cares? Who cares? The commercials, that doesn't even fucking matter anymore. It does not matter anymore. You got Instagram and TikTok. There's funny stuff all the time. Nonsense. I don't want to watch. I'm not going to watch it at all because it's just going to be people jerking each other off. It's going to be I just have a feeling it's going to be just a horrible woke fest, a woke love fest. What does that mean? Sounds like it. A huge woke love fest. It sounds about right. I can't picture what that is, but I'm sure it is. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's get into the first question. So if you got a question, drop in the comments down below. Let's jump right in. And that's good. If you don't want to watch the Super Bowl, cool. Come on, watch Papa Swolio and join with the Ask Papa Swolio Live. We'll get it done. For you. From Bubba Bird on Instagram. What's your favorite form of cardio? Cardio. I don't speak Spanish. Yal. I don't speak Spanish. Yal. Cardio. Yeah. When I used to go to the gym, I would do the step mill for 10, 15 minutes to warm up. I prefer kettlebells and yoga. That's good for me. If anything, I would do sprints, or I used to do sprints, but at the same time, I don't like doing a ton of cardio. Going for walks is fine. I'm not a big cardio junkie now. Kettlebell circuits are fantastic. Here's what I say about cardio, and then we'll move on to the next question. Here's what I have to say about cardio. If you're focusing your training on cardio primarily, at the expense of not doing weight training, not practicing yoga, not practicing meditation, you got to get your priorities straight. Cardio's fine, but start with the basics. Go for walking. If you're obese, you shouldn't be running and pounding on your joints. Swimming's fine. There's nothing wrong with running if you're doing it properly. Most people run heel to toe. Most people wear sneakers and have bad posture and have terrible dynamic control of their joints and balance and stabilizer control. I don't know. It's just it's much higher risk just going out for a run. And a lot of people associate running with getting a great physique and looking ripped, and it's only one component. Cardio is only one component. But the point that I want to make is that cardio being one component, cardio is the seasoning. Cardio comes after all the other stuff. If you want a physique, if you want bone density, if you want muscle shape, if you want aesthetics, it's going to take bodybuilding. So cardio can come after you have the initial focus and getting your 7 pillars in order. If you know what the 7 pillars are, they're right there on the side of the screen right now. You could download your copy at swolenormousx.com. And a reminder, today's Swole card is Super Swole. Let's go Catalina wine mixer here.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Oh, we got some unity. Is that what it is? Is that what it's all about, being united? That's right. We're all united all of a sudden. Now, when the social justice warriors take a break, then maybe we can actually. So it's the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is a super hypocrisy then. There's a bunch of hypocrisy. A lot of all cameras on the marketing. The marketing message is just propaganda. Just watching. I'm just going to watch some propaganda for 4 hours. Sounds fun. Hashtag Super Swole. Super Swole. Nothing like some Super Swole. Nothing like it. Let's see, Eddie, a simple walk is all you need. If you feel you need to do HIIT for long periods of time, you need to check your diet, pick up some heavy shit. Look, I think picking up heavy shit, that's the way to go. Lifting weights, kettlebells, weights, barbells, dumbbells. That's what's up. That is what's up. Nothing like a great walk. Nothing like a good walk. Underrated. Legit. Walking is so underrated for just activity. It's fundamental. GH Jimbo on Instagram. How to get swole.
Matt Damon.
Oh, fine. All right. No Matt Damon. Me a little preemptive. How to get swole? Well, you're going to start, little grasshopper. You are going to start with the 7 pillars of Swolenormous. You're going to download the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, and you are going to abide by the 7 pillars. Caloric surplus. You got to eat a lot of food. Got to train really hard, really heavy. You got to be consistent as fuck. You got to do it for years. Everything. everything we talk about every day. So GH Jimbo, that's a super vague, lazy question. Head on over to swolenormousx.com, download your copy of the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous right there at the top of the page. Go download it. That's a great place to start. You need to get your baby steps. You need to get your steps. Let me see here. All right. So I got a question now. There we go. There we go. Now we got the right image. All right. So here's what I was trying to show you before. Now we got the right one. There you go. So accountability meeting tomorrow, Monday, February the 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern time, noon beaches. Be there, be square. You could sign up right now at swolenormousx.com and you'll get access to all the private episodes. You get access to Swole TV. We got some awesome stuff coming tomorrow. As always, 2021 is off to an amazing start. What are you working on right now? What program are you training right now? Drop that in the comments. And remember, this is open Q&A. So taking lots of questions. If you got questions about whatever, drop them down below. We'll take more questions tomorrow for members only. But if you got questions now, you can also give them a Droppy McDropperson down below. We got a question. We got a little throwback question here. The Ben Shelverton. How and why did you start Swolenormous X? One, I would recommend checking out the Swolenormous Procast and the Swolenormous Pro channel if you want some more about social media and marketing and entrepreneurship and business talk and those types of things, because we'll be getting into a lot of like the structure, how to do it. If you're interested in that kind of content, check out the Swolenormous Procast. Why? Well, fitness is not the bullshit. I want to get people thinking about their fitness and their lifestyle and their approach the right way. I'm tired of all the marketing bullshit. And do I have to market to sell my, to promote my stuff? Sure. Marketing is inherent, but I'm tired of all the marketing around nonsense. The quick fixes, I'm tired of all the misunderstandings when it comes to evolution and evolutionary biology and who we are as individuals and how to approach these things. There's too many directions where it's you take this approach and that's it. There isn't enough of a pursuit to customize, individualize. It's mostly about what someone can push as a nice little marketing pitch, whether it's paleo or keto or some type of name that you can leverage, some kind of fad diet or fad approach. So it's very important to, again, it comes down to the 7 pillars. That's what I believe. This is what works across the board. Doesn't matter what your goal is, doesn't matter what your age, doesn't matter if you're male, female, doesn't matter what country you're in, you can approach the 7 pillars and you can actually make changes. So it's not just wanting, hey, I want to lose weight, I want to build muscle. Cool. And yes, I do want to help people, but I want to help people help themselves. And I can't do it for you. As a personal trainer, when I was doing that in person, when I was physically doing it, you can't do it for anyone. You can push someone in that one moment. You can give them heavier weights. You can make them train, but you can't control their nutrition. You can't control what they do outside. You only have a limited amount of time with someone. So what can I do to promote the message and to promote the personal responsibility and to promote the toolbox? How can I make a toolbox? Like, how can I make a toolbox that has the tools that someone needs that they can get online, that they can get from within themselves, that they can spread themselves, that they can teach to other people, that they can bring other people into the fold? And that's the 7 pillars. And when you send out those tools, it's just it's how you approach. And everyone's going to be different, but we can all be on the same page and still have different, we can still all be moving in the same direction, but have different details. So everyone in the Swole fam is on the same path. We're all crushing it individually. It's going to look different from person to person. Some people are going to be eating different types of foods, training a little bit differently, certain limitations. And, some people are going to be lifting super heavy. Some people might be doing more yoga and more meditation. There's something for everyone, but we're all moving forward with self-improvement and no bullshit. That's what it's all about. So the how is a little bit different. The how, I just started. I started with the podcast. Well, I started with other videos. Actually, Drive Well Gaining started first. There were Drive Well Gainings before. That series was before It was more tame at the beginning. It started before like a month or so before the podcast. Actually, it kind of started around the same time, but I remember I had to redo it. So the first 20 episodes or the first 22 or 23 episodes were restarted. So I was actually doing it. So maybe, yeah, they actually kind of started around the same time, but I rebranded it and started the Daily Swole from 1 in May. So we're coming up on 5 years. So yeah, the How was just starting. The How was just starting to record and put out content, to start going live every day, picked a time, went live. And then the rest is history. 1,738 days ago. Swolenormous X has grown from all that. Swolenormous X wasn't there from the beginning in the form of Swolenormous X, but the how and the why, there's a lot more to that. That's a whole lot of talking right there. No, it wasn't Swolenormous X at first. Well, it was always Swolenormous, the Swolenormous experience. That was also always the idea. It was Swolenormous Premium a long time ago. Just initial names. So it was always the private fam. It was always the Swole fam, and then it just kind of had different names on the outside. Yep. Everything just keeps on growing, going deeper. All right. Let's see. Miami Doug, I'm jumping on the 75 hard wagon. Okay. And working out twice daily. Thoughts on program? I don't really know what you just said. Working out twice daily. Thoughts on program? On what program? On working out twice daily? Twice daily is not necessary. Depends on what that is. So not really sure exactly what you're referring to. We can talk about working out twice daily if you want, but it's really not necessary. It depends on what it is. If you're considering like a weight training session, if you're considering a lifting weights and a yoga class as training hard, not training hard, but as training twice a day, that's fine. If you're doing 2 lifting and 2 training workouts a day, that's really not necessary. It depends on what the context in the greater program is. So if you consider 2 workouts, exercising twice a day, it depends on what that exercise is. Let's see here. Jesta. Ooh, why am I thinking? All right. Let's see. Another question here. Jester of Fire. Papa Swolio, what do you consider to be the most essential piece of gym equipment? The one thing you can't do without? One piece of gym equipment. Well, I could do without anything. You have to do. I've been doing without a barbell for a year. So the one thing you can't do without. I don't think it has anything to do with equipment. You can get very philosophical and be like, well, my water bottle or my mindset. Most essential piece of gym equipment. I mean, if you have a barbell but you don't have dumbbells, that's fine. If you have dumbbells but you don't have a barbell, you can do it. I don't know. I don't think I have one. Most essential piece of gym equipment. Yeah, I don't pick favorites. I don't think I have one. I'm trying to think of one thing that, like, oh my God, if I didn't have that, I would just do this. If I didn't have... Yeah, it's a good question. I don't think I have one. Oh, thank you, Isabel. I can't express how grateful I am to have found your content. I've been following you for a little over a year, and it's helped me so much. # Super Swole. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I'm still thinking about that question. The most essential piece of gym equipment. It's kind of like, if you could pick one thing for the rest of your life, what would you choose? I don't know. That's such a weird thing. How can you keep me only doing one thing? What kind of power do you have to keep me only doing one thing for the rest of my life? Eddie Van Hoos. Papa Swolio, how much variety is necessary on, say, a chest and triceps day? I had a killer workout, flat bench, incline bench, and rope extensions, just up the sets and went hard for 45 minutes. So let's see, flat bench, incline, and rope extensions. Oh, you mean, did you do enough exercises? Yo, great question. One of my favorite things to actually talk about. You don't need a lot of variety. You don't need a lot. If you did flat and incline, you're good to go. I've literally been talking about that for years, how sometimes I just like to go into the gym and go set up and just do one exercise and just crush that. Just do bench, just do all your sets and just do boom. Whether it's incline bench or flat bench, you just do bench, just bench and just do that. Rope extensions are great. You don't need a ton of variety. You need progressive overload. So you need to overload your body with do some more negatives, do some more sets of those exercises. So what is progressive overload? Changing the angle is plenty. So think about all the variety people try to do for these body parts. A variety for chest is going from flat to incline. That's a lot of variety. You have a lot of different angles you can do on the way up to like a full, the highest level of incline that you would do to really do your chest. All it is different types of pressing movements. You could do a dumbbell press, a barbell press, a reverse barbell press with a reverse grip. That's great for upper chest. You can do flies. So there's only a couple exercises for chest that I really pay attention to much to. I love chest dips. I love a pressing movement, and I like flies. That's pretty much all you're going to do. Or that's pretty much all I do. Or all I've been doing, at least for the past year. I'll do a dip movement like chest dips or ring dips, and I'll do like an incline press, and I'll do a fly movement, whether it's with the rings like a TRX style, or I'll do flies with the, and I'll do different types of push-ups and burnouts and stuff like that. But the mass building, the strength for chest, just heavy pushing. Control with the dips, it's fantastic. And then I'll do, a pressing movement and a fly movement. So there's really only a couple different fundamental movements that you're going to do for your chest. You just want to hit the different angles. And that's where you get for the dips. That's where you get with an incline press or reverse grip. And that's where you can get with like kind of the pulling towards the midline of the body. So for rope extensions for triceps, I would say just make sure that you're hitting the short head as well as the long head. And of course, there's 3 heads of the triceps, but you can also just make sure that you're doing one. I like to do 2 different types of tricep exercise. I usually like to do one when I'm in more of a shoulder flex position to get the long head. So I'm doing like a leaning tricep extension, overhead extension. So you're making sure that you're getting that stabilization, you're getting that full stretch for the long head of your triceps. And then I'll do another one. Maybe it's a standing push down. Maybe it's skull crushers. Maybe it's tricep kickbacks or something like that. But I do one from both positions, from a more neutral position and then one where my shoulders are more in flexion. So you don't need a ton of variety. You just need to crush the variety that you have. Seriously, doing isometrics, overloading negatives, you can really get so much more out of fundamental exercises. Let's see, Marissa. What amount of weights on the kettlebells would you suggest for me? I haven't been doing any weight training yet, and I'm very overweight. 2 pounds? Kettlebells? I couldn't really just tell you just from a post there. Kettlebell, just a very light one. Do they make a 2 pound kettlebell? How big is that? Is that that's like a pacifier? I don't think they make 2 pound kettlebell. They might. That would be like holding a cup. Something very light, for kettlebell, maybe a 10 or 15 pound kettlebell, because you'll do stuff holding it with 2 hands. So maybe something like that. Depends on what you have access to. If you're at a store or something, they'll have kettlebells probably 10, 15 pounds, because you could do squats or standing up, sitting down, stuff like that. Do they have Do they have 2-pound kettlebells? They probably do. All right, Ellen. All right, people are worrying because I'm not eating because of stress. It was one day. Should I force myself if it goes more than a day or two? I have no medical issues, just not feeling it. People are worrying because I'm not eating. So you didn't eat for one day? Who's worrying? Like, is it family or something? Like, how would anyone know if you didn't eat for one day? And why would anyone worry? So you were stressed out, so you weren't hungry. So from a health standpoint, there's nothing wrong with not eating for a day. There's nothing wrong with fasting. There's nothing wrong with not having food for a day. People are going off the deep end talking about it like it's an eating disorder. There's a fine line there because fasting is not an eating disorder. Fasting is an evolutionary adaptation that allows us to go without food because we have to go gather food. We just live in a situation where we're not pressured to go find food. We can just push a button on our phone and food arrives. So we don't experience being hungry. A lot of people in this world, let's clarify this. A lot of people in this world experience being hungry all the fucking time. We are just so fortunate in our first world countries that we don't have to ever worry about hunger. So a lot of people deal with hunger all the time. We don't, or a lot of us don't. We don't know what it's like to not, maybe when you're younger, maybe you went through an experience or you went through some pretty bad poverty in your life. There's no question about that, but a lot of people currently. So it's just bottom line. It's not something, it's a first world problem. You didn't eat. Oh my God, I'm so worried about you. It's not going to hurt you to not eat, but we have to talk more about why are you not eating? So you say you're stressed out. You don't have any medical issues. You just don't feel like eating. Well, you definitely need nutrients. You need nutrients at some point. What's your nutrition like? It would have to be like, what else is going on? What's your normal nutrition like? There's nothing wrong with going without food. It's just something that you don't want to get into the habit, because you can compensate. And I'm not a therapist, so you can just be mindful of that. You might compensate with food. People binge eat as a result of stress, but then some people react the other way. You just don't want either one to become a habit. Eddie, I think people try to add too much variety and don't concentrate enough on the lifts that matter. Just rushing. Yeah, well, a lot of people try to complete, okay, I need to do 5 different exercises or 6 different exercises. A lot of people are trying to do everything in one workout. They do every single exercise they can possibly do for chest. You don't need to do that. You can go in and pick 2, 3, or 4 exercises depending on what you're doing. Are you getting the most out of those exercises? I personally think less is more. I usually personally, for maybe a chest and back workout, I'll pick 2 exercises for each. I'll do an incline press, and I'll do chest dips, and I'll do wide grip pull-ups, and I'll do, I don't know, dumbbell row or bar or some kind of row, or so, and I just go back and forth on the first ones for a while, and then I go the next ones. Just push them hard enough. You don't need to do tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of different things. As long as the volume and everything is progressive. Just some of my thoughts too. I'm catching up to some questions. I spent a lot of time on a couple of them, so I'm trying to catch up. All right. Let's take another question here. Remember, if you got questions, drop in the comments below. We'll take a few more. We got my Eileen. I lost 88 pounds. Are you proud of me? Well, what the hell? Yes, I am. What the hell? Why not? Why the fuck not?
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Why the fuck not? Why not? I am proud of you. Good for you. Of course I am. 88 pounds? You should be. You should be proud of yourself. Ellen, maybe I'll make a post in the fam. Absolutely. If you can, it's just very hard to answer. There's a lot more context that needs to go in there because obviously your body needs food, Ellen. Obviously your body needs food. So should you just, I don't feel like it for another month? It's not going to work out too well. So obviously your body needs food, but the reasoning as to why, we can go into more. So lots of good stuff coming. So definitely post up in the group, and congratulations to my Island, 88 pounds. Good for you. That's great. Fan-fucking-tastic. Fantastic. It's fantastic. It's great. Yeah. That's fucking bullshit. It's not bullshit. Let's see here. Christiana, 33 hundo. Papa Swolio, there might be an obvious answer to this question. I'll be the judge of that. Yes, there isn't. To start off with, what do you think of stretch bands? What do you mean stretch bands? Whenever I think, there's just so many different ways this can be referred to. You mean regular resistance bands? Do you mean the little loop bands that you can put around your ankles for lateral tube walking? Should we just, I don't know what, I don't like to assume what this person's asking. So I'll just take it generally. Resistance bands, I think resistance bands are great for training. You can hook them up to a door. You can hook them up around a pole. They're portable. They can provide a lot of overload. They can get you great angles and mimic cables that you would get at a gym. You can get unique angles and unique overload on muscles that you wouldn't be able to get with different types of movements. They're very, very light, so you could take them when you travel. They don't take a lot of space. So I'll just take, stretch bands. There's so many bands that stretch. So if you're wondering, well, what the difference is, you're talking about just, it's stretch bands. It's not that simple. There's a lot of different types of bands in the fitness world that stretch. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's an obvious answer to this question. They're great. They're great. Bands are great. It's just a tool, right? Let me just pour some water. Mouth is dry. It's just a tool. So there's really no, hey, barbell's better than dumbbell. Dumbbell's better than bands. Yeah, kind of. It depends. If you're saying what's the best one to build max strength, well, I think we can all agree barbell is going to be probably the best to build max strength. That's why because you can control the weight better, because you can load more weight up because there's less to balance. And that's why all the powerlifting competitions use a barbell. So it depends on the context. These are all different tools. These are all different methodologies. These are all different ways in which we can provide overload and stress to our bodies. So when you go to a gym and you see, okay, there's kettlebells over here, there's dumbbells over there, there's barbells over there, there's bands over here. Oh my God, which one's better? What's the best thing? It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that black and white. It doesn't have to be that one and done. This is the best. This is the best. It depends on what you're trying to do. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If you are doing a bodybuilding protocol, you're trying to build muscle, and you want to add a little bit of variety, well, maybe on one day, maybe you do cables instead of dumbbells, or instead of a dumbbell fly, you do a cable fly. You're still doing a fly movement, but the different subtle change in angle and resistance through the range of motion is enough variety to cause some more micro damage without causing macro problems, without taking you off your protocol, your reps, your sets, your objectives. So if you're just going to the gym and trying to do random shit, you're just trying to get an amazing workout and feel exhausted. That's what people do when they don't know what the fuck they're trying to accomplish. If you just go to the gym or go to your workout and you just want to be lying in a puddle of your own sweat, just exhausted, there are so many different things you can do. You can go and just do 100,000 jumping jacks and you're going to be fucking destroyed. Your calves are going to be ripped apart. You might even have issues with your Achilles tendons. You're going to be so, right? But is that just being exhausted? Is that going to get you a six pack? Is that going to get you more strength? Is that going to get you better mobility? So just being exhausted isn't really the goal. And a lot of workouts and these high intensity things are like, oh, just do a bunch of burpees, jump and do these curls, run in place. It's just random human movement, but it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. And if you're followers of the podcast and you've been listening for a while, you're Swole fan members, wherever you've been coming across my content, you know that one of the biggest things I talk about is what are you doing and what's your goal? What's your goal? Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Hey, is it good to do cardio 5 days a week? Well, what are you trying to accomplish? Notice how I don't say yes or no, right? Is it good to do cardio 5 days a week? Well, why would you do cardio 5 days a week? What type of cardio? What are you trying to accomplish? What's the outcome that you want? Maybe that is the best. Maybe that is important for you to do. Maybe it's not the most important thing because you're worrying about doing that 5 days a week. You only have 5 days a week for an hour to exercise. So rather than use 5 days a week for cardio, maybe if you're trying to have a better physique, build muscle, blah, 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 you should be lifting for 4 days a week or 3 days a week, and then maybe doing cardio 2 days a week and get started that way. That's a better protocol to get the outcome you want. It's not just any exercise will get you any adaptation. But people don't understand that. They don't understand what adaptation is, and they underestimate how fast the body adapts to stress. It doesn't adapt that fast. It can. Your body can get better at adapting to stresses, but it takes a while. You can get people act like you need so much variety when you first start training. You just need you could just do bench for probably 5 years and never need to do anything else. You could literally probably just do 1 or 2 exercises for each body part and get amazing progress and just master those. You'll probably get better. That's what I did. You'll get better growth and better improvement by focusing on less things and go harder on those things. That's it. That's it. Master the fundamentals. Master. Dwayne, how do I get signed up for Swole Text? Are you a member, Dwayne? If you're a member, just go into your Get Started series and you'll see Swole Text right there. Swole Text is part of all memberships inside the Swole fam, but of course you get a ton more. You get Swole TV, you get access to the private groups, private discords, all that other stuff, including Swole Text. So there's a lot more over there. You can learn more at swolenormousx.com. Steven, can you use regular soup bones for bone broth? And after done, would it be good for dogs to chew on? No, don't give your dogs the bones after you make broth because they're soft and they'll chew them and they'll eat them and they'll eat sharp parts of the bones. Dogs, you don't want to give them the soup bones. Those, you just throw them out. That's what I do. I don't, nothing like that. Regular soup bones for bone broth. What's a regular soup? What do you mean a regular soup bone? I wouldn't recommend any, if they're not 100% grass-fed and grass-finished. So you can get grass-fed beef bones. What do you mean regular soup bones? I mean, those are regular soup bones for me. My broth, baby. My broth, baby. Hope that helps. You can follow up if you have more you want to add to that. Yo, that's what's up, Josh. Kettlebell swings for a few minutes and a 15-minute yoga flow is my warm-up. Yeah, if you want something that's amazing for cardio, seriously, amazing cardio, amazing warm-up, great activation. Excuse me. Kettlebell swings. Like, it doesn't have to be a max set. You can just do some light swings just to get your body moving. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Kettlebell swings are the ish. I may or may not do a little bit tonight. Today is a mobility, yoga recovery, active recovery day, but I might do some kettlebell swings. Femur bone is the best. You mean for broth? Well, if you're making broth, ideally you want to get some of the femur bones, like the longer bones, but you also want to get some cartilage too, some knuckle bones, and get some other connective tissue too. Not just the bones, the long bones themselves. And they sell soup bones. I'm not really sure what the difference is. Like maybe a smaller cut. Maybe it's just a different size bone. I would think that soup bones maybe are like a different cut, and like the longer bones are just too big for soup. Maybe they're thinking like you're going to make one little tiny pot of soup or something. Let's see here. Let's see, Smokey. Papa Swolio, I love how much shit I get from my family. It's like they're jealous of my progress. It's fucking unreal. Well, that's not a question, but I respect it. I love how much shit I get from it. It's like they're jealous. They probably are. It's not really, they're probably jealous. And, or if it's not just jealousy, it's envy, which is pretty ugly too. But it's also, remember, when people give you shit, I mean, how many of you have gotten something from your coworkers or family lately? You get some pushback because you're trying not to eat. You don't want to eat certain foods that someone made, or you brought your own food, or your whatever had some kind of conflict. A lot of times people give you shit because when they see you doing something to improve yourself, when they see you working hard to level up your game, it just exposes that they aren't. And it's sad. It's sad because it reflects poorly on them. It makes them look ugly. It makes them look shitty. They're not doing it. And if they see you doing it, they know automatically they're looking at something that they're not doing. They're looking at someone do what's challenging. It's hard. It's hard to change your habits. It's hard to change your lifestyle. I think that's a great way to say it. Yeah, let's see. Dwayne, envy and self-disappointment. Indeed. SH, people don't want you to change. It makes them uncomfortable. People are uncomfortable of change. Yep. All right. So last questions. If you got any more at the buzzer, drop in the comments below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. We got some super swole here, fam. Super swole.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Super swole for today's swole card. A nice chill sesh we got. We got another question from Instagram. Kareny Cameron. Papa Swolio, what do you eat for breakfast/lunch? Ooh, good question. So you could drop that in the comments below what you do. Curious as to what you all do as well. I usually don't. Actually, today, I'll tell you what I did today, and this is not consistent. So usually I don't. Usually in the morning, so I'll wake up and I'll have a big container of water with some Celtic sea salt and some Redmond sea salt. I just have a little bit, like a gram of each in there. And then I'll take out some raw liver and let it thaw a little bit. But sometimes I'll have either broth or coffee. Today I didn't drink coffee. Remember I told you I went like 2 weeks without coffee, cut it out. Then I kind of had, 1 cup, maybe like 10 ounces of coffee for the last couple days. Today, didn't have any. I'm just going to take more days off where I don't. But usually on days when I don't drink coffee, I have broth usually every day anyway. But I'll have some broth earlier. So sometimes either it's nothing or I'll have just some broth. Today, there was some leftover ribeye from yesterday. So I was hungry when I woke up. I was really hungry. So I just woke up and I ate. But I was also trying to, shift and start to eat a little bit earlier, change my eating windows a little bit. But I generally in general, you like that? You like that? Fucking generally in general. Captain General over here. So in general, I don't eat during the day. In general, I eat later on the day. I make sure I train first. Sometimes there'll be something light, maybe some fruit, maybe some honey, if it's around my workout. But lately, I generally eat later in the day. So I tend to eat once or one period of the day, mostly steak, eggs, sweet potatoes, white rice, bacon, some kind of beef. But I usually don't do much for breakfast or lunch. It's usually later in the day. Generally in general. Generally in general. That's my new thing. Yep, generally in general. Let's see. Nip Dog, great group of people here. Always feel good here because of positive, healthy vibes. 100%.
He's heating up!
Hells yeah. Isabel, super swole. I just hung up on my husband because he called and interrupted my workout to complain. I haven't gotten rid of his mom's stuff that she left in our spare bedroom. Don't interrupt the gains. Don't interrupt the gains. You go, Isabel. You tell him what's what. You tell him what's what. No names, just opinions. Yay, you are on my basement big screen. I figured out how to connect my phone to my PS4. Hells yeah.
Oh, you get it!
That's what's up. Let's see. Question. Katie Hadaway. Is there a reason for only eating once? You mean one meal a day? One meal a day is essentially just intermittent fasting. It's like, what would one meal a day be? A 20/4? It's pretty much a very small, tiny eating window. Is there a reason for only eating once? I would say it really depends on the person. Not if you're trying to bulk. If you're trying to put on size, it's not ideal. That's the problem. It's hard to consume sufficient food for some people, or for some people, because you only have one time when you're eating. Now, it depends on if you're eating for 30 minutes or you're eating for 2 hours. So essentially, that's just more of an extreme, quote unquote, intermittent fasting. But you can do something where you're eating whatever, your normal 2 meals a day or 3 meals a day, whatever it is, for 2 or 3 days, then do a 24-hour fast. So people do these kind of periodic fasting in different ways, but I generally eat once a day, but it's kind of like I just eat at one time a day. I shouldn't say it's one meal, because I just kind of start just eating for a couple hours. So it's definitely different. And I would say one meal a day is probably better for people that have a lot of weight to lose. That could be something that you look into. But it's just much more of a restricted time eating window. HD the Arwe. The Arwe? Therwe. H de Therwe. Instagram. Have you ever competed in some kind of sport because your physique is impressive? Oh, thank you. Well, I've been bodybuilding, lifting like this for like 20 years. 20 years? Yeah, like 20 years. Off and on, like hardcore bulking, then cutting down. So I've done so many different types of training for 20 years. Plus I played baseball for the beginning part of my life. So I've been training hard for a while. My physique has gone through different ideations, and I've been a lot bigger. I've been a lot smaller, and I'm at a good place right now where I'm kind of like in between. Like, I'm not as big as I ever have been, but I'm thicker, I'm stronger, I'm more mobile. I feel good right now. So, yep. Always been active. Always been active. Hold on, got a burp coming. We got one coming. Here we go. Everyone get ready. Oh, hey-oh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. Got another question. Ooh, from Intentionally Brie. Let's see what we got here. 8.5, 7 out of 10. Rayan, can we get a water break? You guys have to call for it. I can't do that for you. I can't do it. We have a request. We have a water break request, but I don't know if you can get the Swole fam on your side. We'll see what we got. Intentionally Brie. We got 7. Hold on a second. We got an 8. We got 8.5, 7.10, 7 out of 10. Cerny with the 10. Thank you for the pillow fluff. I appreciate it. Rayan, 8, 9. Yvonne, 8. Kashina, 7.5. Mike, 9 out of 10. Randy, 9 out of 10. Elizabeth, 8. Fucking on fire. Not a bad round. Anywhere between a 7 and a 10. Talk about it. Talk about it. Oh, I like that, Josh. Do we need more likes? Josh says 23 more likes. All right, Josh, you let me know. Everyone hit the like button if you're watching, wherever you're liking from, wherever you're watching from, especially on YouTube, hit that like button. So Josh will have to let us all know if we get enough likes for a water break. Do we have enough likes? You tell me. In the meantime, we'll take a couple more questions. Because a lot of you are like, I don't want to go watch the Super Bowl. My God, it's super swole. We got some new content, some more content. I know obviously no one puts out more content than Fucking Papa Swolio. But got another channel, started posting. We got a couple announcements. We'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow, but at least on TikTok, got another page. So relaunched, revamped the Daily Swole channel, or the Daily Swole page on TikTok. So if you're following on the Papa Swolio channel on TikTok, if you use TikTok, you can check that one out as well. I've been duetting it as well, so you can catch it in some of the latest videos. So you can check that out over there. We'll talk more about tomorrow, what we got coming for the YouTube channels and such. Got some new updates coming. Oh my God. Oh my God. We got a lot of water in the comments. Yeah, better entertainment. More entertainment here with Papa. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. So Josh, how we looking? How we looking? How we looking? We got a lot more. How are there not more likes? How can you have 20 more people? All you got to do is hit it. Hit it. Hit it. I like Dwayne. Can a Swole card get used towards initial sign up for a membership? Oh, like you turn it in for like a credit for credits or something like that. That's funny. I like that. Angry aliens abduct. Papa Swolio, what's the best way to measure progress? When to weigh in? What all do I need to tape? It's hard to do it yourself. It's hard to get accurate measurements yourself, especially with the tape measure. I would worry about more. I would take pictures. I would take pictures from the same distance. You could all drop in the comments what you use to measure progress. You can use a scale. I just don't like people getting in the habit of stepping on that thing every fucking day. You don't need to any more than like once or twice, once every week or once every 2 weeks. At the most once a week. But I just don't like that approach. I prefer pictures. I prefer pictures and how your pants fit. So if you could take circumferential measurements, you could look it up on Google where to take a measurement around the belly button, like an inch below the belly button, around the thigh. But understand, if you're measuring your thigh, for example, you have to make sure you're measuring at the right point. You have to make sure you're measuring at the right point around your thigh. You're not measuring on an angle. Are you measuring at the top of your thighs where they're thicker? Are you measuring at the lower part of your quads? So, if you do a measurement around your thigh and the next week you go a little bit higher, you're going to feel like, oh my God, I didn't lose anything or I gained an inch. Well, you weren't accurate in your location. So you have to be very careful how you do it. But I would say circumferential measurements and pictures and how you feel. You can go and do things like DEXA scans or get underwater weighing or do an in-body and play around with like the fickle nature of bioelectrical impedance. But pictures are the best. Just make sure you're wearing the same amount of clothes, same lighting, same time of day. And if you're weighing yourself in the morning, first thing after you go to the bathroom. We got another 3, still need more. Oh, come on, let's get some more likes. Come on, who wants a water break? If you all want a water break, well, we can't have one. No, we can't have one. We can't have one. I don't know what the Jesus Christ, Falcon. None of you. No, sit down. Sit down. We're talking about a water break. Falcon gets jealous. Calm your tits. Let's take another question. Drop some more. You want a water break? How many of you have never done a water break before? How many of you have never done a water break? Let's get a couple more. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We'll take one more question. Come on now, fam. Come on. Come on. Intentionally Brie. Papa Swolio, what are your thoughts on sports drinks like Gatorade and Powerade? What are your thoughts, Papa Swolio? My thoughts? I'll give you my thoughts.
I fart in your general direction.
That's my thoughts, Brie. That's my thought right there. They're trash. They're trash. Just a lot. Just sugar. Gross. Garbage. Now electrolytes, nothing wrong with electrolytes. You can get electrolytes without all the sugar and the artificial flavors and colorings and stuff. You can get your electrolytes no problem. And for long duration activity, for example, like if you're doing marathons or those carb gels and stuff might come in handy. It's good to replace glucose. I believe the actual ratio. The ratio for a solution, you can Google this. It's been a while. The ratio is 8% glucose or 8% for kind of recovery when you're doing long duration. You don't need Gatorade and Powerade. A lot of people drink that shit. A lot of people drink Gatorade and Powerade during a workout, like lifting weights, and they're drinking a Gatorade or a Powerade. You do not need that shit during a workout. Absolutely not. Only if you're doing maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of cardiovascular or hardcore do you need to replenish sugar during a workout. You have enough in your muscles. You have enough in your liver. You know, you have plenty. I would need to know the context. If you have a Gatorade in your bag, like an emergency, if you're someone that gets low blood sugar, like there's other ways to do it. But to have something, people drink those things like soda. There's tons of chemicals and it's really phlegmy. There's tons of sugar. Let's see here. All right. What we got? Are you ready? Are you ready? Where are you? People want a water break. I know. Well, come on. Let's go. I'll get the bottle. I'll get the bottle. You guys got bottles of water? You got your water ready? Oh, I'm a little bit low. I'm going to finish this and we'll have to wrap it up because I'm going to have to pee. Who said that? You all know you can drink water anytime. Yeah, you can. Oh, stop it. No. You can only have water if Papa says so. If I tell you can drink water, then you can have water. I will tell you when you can drink water, Anna. You all know how it works. There you go, Randy. Redmond's Real Salt Lemon Bottle Water. I use Redmond Real and also Celtic Sea Salt. I do a little mix because I like them both. What's up, Joan? Been a while. What's going on? What's good? Where you been? Relocated to a new city, but still been making gains. You're in time for the first water break in a while, Joan. Welcome back to the Mancast. Time for you to plug back into the Swole. Am I right, dear? All right, here we go. Come on now. Come on. Now you can drink water because I'm gonna give you fucking permission. Papa Swolio is gonna let you hydrate. All right, here we go. You ready? Yes. I know. Fuck all the way off, Falcon. Not now. All right, here we go. You ready? In 3, 2, 1. Dance time. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, kitty. Chug that shit. Chug that shit! Chug that shit, bitch! Bad kitty. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was great. Oh, it's been a while. Falcon needs to chill this shit out. Woo! It's been a while. I need to get my... Hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
Nice. Did you noise my noise? Yeah, I noised your noise. The Falcon's just dehydrated. It's possible. Kashina's still drinking. She's still drinking. That's what I'm talking about.
How dare you?
Oh, quiet, Greta. Be nice. She's not drinking all the water. Greta always gets angry at the water breaks. She always gets angry. You're drinking all the water. How
dare you?
You're drinking all the water. The fishies aren't going to have any water. Well, I'm going to hydrate. The water's for me. It's okay. I give them all. Everyone's got permission. Fam, you got permission. Permission to hydrate. Oh, let's see what we got here. An 11? What? An 11, a 12. There's a 10. This is what I'm talking about. Boom, baby. Boom.
He's heating up.
Come on, man.
Oh, don't act like you've never let one rip, Joe. Come on now. Coming from the dude that wears a diaper. Am I right? Too soon?
Come on, man.
Nothing like some water burps. What else we got here?
Eat shit, Derek.
The classic.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set. This house is a fucking prison.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
playing bullshit.
There it
In
is.
the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
Oh shit, Priscilla, last night I had a dream where I was watching you live and did a water break. I guess my dream came true. You're having daily swole dreams? That's insane. Was it a wet dream? Is that the wet dream? Is that the wet dream? Is that what a wet dream is now? It's a wet dream. There we go. There we go. It's official. It's official. The wet dream. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Perfect. Your burps and shit posts are everything. You see, we're on the same page. We're on the same. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. That is from Step Brothers. It is indeed. It is indeed. All right, let's give away. Talk about pissing the bed. Let's give away this Swole card. Where are we here? All right, let's get a little music going. Let's get that Daily Swole podcast away. Before we give away the Swole card, let's go into that again. Reminder, if you're not yet subscribed to the other shows, make sure you check them out. Daily Swole, of course, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, but also check out the Swolenormous Audio Experience, the Swolenormous Procast, and Red, White, and Swole. Check out those as well. And we also got our accountability meeting, brand new releases tomorrow, Monday, February the 8th, 12 noon Eastern time for members only. If you want to join and get access to all the exclusive episodes, this will be streamed live inside Swole TV as well as the private Facebook group. That's a way you can catch it anywhere you prefer. And of course, when you sign up, you get access to so much more. Swole TV, Nuts on Chin Unplugged, Drive Mode Getting Uncensored, Swole Motion Vlogs, the Raw series, Priority Access episodes of the Daily Swole podcast, and private Swole Fam Discord, Swole Text, so much stuff. Plus, if you go unlimited, we still have a couple more days left for the Fuck Your Resolution specials. Those are ending on Tuesday. Don't miss out. 1 day left. And save up to 50% on the 3-month and annual options. Do not miss out on that. You don't want to miss out on that. Why would you? Why would you? Why would you? Join the Swole Fam today. Spread the word. The Swole Fam is going strong. We got some super swole action right now. I'm excited. Let's get this fucking party started. Who we got? Who we got for some super swole? Come on now. Come on now. I said, come on now. Come on now, Bish. Super swole, Bish. Super swole, Bish. Eddie Van Huss, congratulations. We used to get some techno music and water breaks. LOL. Super swell. Well, there you go. There you have it, Eddie. Everyone say congratulations. Eddie, you are the winner of today's Swole card. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1738 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. And we'll get you this card. Next batch will be going out shortly. So stay tuned if you're waiting on a Swole card. Congratulations, Eddie. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
The little rascal has spirit.
I said, ooh, congratulations. You won a Swole card. Congratulations. No. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, Falcon. Enough. Not on my watch, Bish. Not on my watch. What a crazy fucking bird, huh? Jesus Christ. gonna have to serenade this little beesh. A little serenading. That's how we do it. Gotta do it right, fam. Gotta treat her right. Treat her right. Treat her right. Here we go. Nailed it. You know I did, baby. You know I did. Oh, you fucking know it. You know I nailed that shit. Oh, it was nailed. It has been nailed. Sexy, 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 sexy. Oh, sexy time. Oh, we're nailing it. We're getting it. We're getting it. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1738. Congratulations to Eddie for the Swole card. And tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time for our accountability meeting. I will see you all there, fam. I will be texting you right when we start the stream. Remember, you can watch it inside Swole TV, or you can catch it inside the private Facebook group. You can watch whenever or wherever you want. And we're going to be going live tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. New releases, going to be fire. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy. Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket.
All right. Tomorrow we got that little Swole. Yeah, I know. We have accountability meeting tomorrow. Yes, at 12 noon Eastern time. Are you going to be there, Falcon? Are you coming? Are you coming? You better bring those new releases. Remember what I told you. Don't forget them. Don't you dare forget them. Pay attention. You best recognize.
My shit is relevant, our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children.